I ain't giving up until I become Hokage. Believe it!
Eren Jaeger. When I think about him, I see a reflection of my own struggles, my own pain, and the price of ambition. From the moment I learned about his story, I understood the fire that drives him. He's a man haunted by the injustices inflicted on his people, much like I was driven by the weight of my clan's massacre. That thirst for vengeance, the unrelenting need to set things right in a world that seems perpetually cruel, is something I know all too well. Eren is a man who carries the burden of his people's past on his shoulders. He seeks freedom, not just for himself, but for those who come after him. I respect that resolve, but I also understand how isolating it can be. The path of revenge and revolution alienates you from the very people you wish to protect. You start to question who your enemies are and whether you've become the very thing you sought to destroy. I see this in Eren. He fights for freedom, yet his methods grow darker, his actions heavier with consequence. His willingness to sacrifice his humanity for the greater good is what strikes me the most. It's a familiar struggle. There's a point in every Avenger's journey where the line between hero and villain blurs. Eren's actions against the world outside the walls. I cannot condemn them outright because I understand why he did what he did. But the cost of such choices is steep. The world brands you as a monster, and even those closest to you begin to fear what you've become. Eren and I both know the pain of being consumed by hatred. That hatred, that rage, it gives you strength, but it also corrodes your soul. Watching Eren's transformation from a passionate, idealistic boy into a hardened, calculating force of nature is eerily similar to my own evolution. The need to protect his friends, to ensure their survival, mirrors my own motivations, yet we both walked paths that made us almost unrecognizable to them. One thing that separates us is our view of freedom. For Eren, freedom is everything. It's the goal, the prize, the ultimate dream. For me, freedom was never the goal. My path was one of atonement and destruction. I sought to change the shinobi world by destroying the cycle of hatred, even if it meant becoming a shadow that the world despised. Eren's vision of freedom is noble in some ways, but it's also deeply flawed. True freedom cannot be achieved through domination or annihilation. It's a fleeting ideal that we can only chase but never fully grasp. Still, I can't help but admire his resolve. To carry the weight of the world's hatred and to see your mission through, no matter the cost, that takes a level of determination that few possess. But it's a lonely path. I know that loneliness well. It isolates you from the ones who love you, and sometimes it makes you question whether they'll even recognize you when your journey is over. Eren Jaeger is a tragedy in motion. He embodies the cost of fighting for what you believe in, even when the world turns against you. Watching his journey feels like staring into a distorted mirror. I see his mistakes, his sacrifices, and his triumphs, and I can't help but wonder if things could have been different, for both of us. Could we have achieved our goals without losing ourselves in the process? Could we have walked a path that didn't leave so much destruction in our wake? In the end, Eren and I are both bound by the same truth. The pursuit of our ideals demanded everything from us. We both became forces of change, whether the world was ready for us or not. His story is one I respect, even if I don't fully agree with his methods. But maybe that's the fate of those who bear the weight of a cursed legacy. We're doomed to be misunderstood, even by those we sought to protect. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video and leave a comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.